when as somebody self we don't go plenty in the private sector. When the founder for Creative Hub Africa, we will also share experience with you on how it drive for explore partnerships and also opportunities in the private sector. And as usual, we get our most trusted voice for security in the country, when the sheriff na the tongue, when the Inspector General of Police, William Fayia Sellu, we will come updates, we give you further updates on the security situation and also on the ongoing investigation into the events of 26 November 2023. But as usual, we will run through quickly waiting at the updates, the news they will get across government. We will give an opportunity also if you want to ask questions on anything and if you're not going to ask. Before I start, we have to welcome people who are joining for the very first time today, and then one day we don't join with since we start. On the update on the 10th December 2023, His Excellency the President Bide na Abuja, we attend the 64th ordinary session of the Authority of Heads of State and Governments in the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. His Excellency be joined in Compidem, where they will discuss about good governance, security, and unconstitutional changes of governments in the region. When they at the conference or the summit, the authorities they affirm their commitment to promote peace, democracy, and good governance. And at the end of the summit, they also be put out the decisions the way they agree on. And part of that day on democracy and good governance, they talk about Sellu. The authority they condemn the attempted coup that take place on the 26th November. Will lead for men we lost lives and destroy property them, and urge the process now with the for conduct a thorough and transparent investigation into the event with the view for identify and bring the perpetrators into justice. Also, the authority recommend the sign where we sign the agreement for the national unity where now emanates from that mediated dialogue we get between the government and the People's Congress. And lastly, but very important, the authority also instructs the Commission for make a support salon in the efforts they will make for democracy, but also for make the Commission facilitate for make them deploy ECOWAS security mission to Sierra Leone for stabilize the country. Also on the 9th of December, prior to the 64th ordinary session, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Timothy Musa Kaba, and the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Madam Kenya Bali, also be attend the 91st ordinary session of the ECOWAS Council of Ministers, who said and discuss Boku things they will border on security, environmental concerns, human rights, governance, and the challenges in the region. Also on the 6th of December, we also remember say 18 of the compatriots them when I be members of the security forces, when I became during the Sunday incident of November 26th. We be laid to rest my ceremony where the president and the first lady be attend and other honors them. We make interfaith funeral service in Akoko headquarters, and then 18 compatriots that be include 15 soldier mandate, 2 police officers, and 1 correctional service officer, and then be buried at the military cemetery in Freetown. Also on the 8th of December, the Court of Appeal constituting the Honorable Justice Ivan Sise J.A., where preside, Alaji Momoja Stevens J.A., and Edgar Fisher J. unanimously dismissed the appeal of former President Dr. Alex Kroma against the judge-led Commission of Inquiry and order the Anti-Corruption Commission for investigator for abuse of office. The court also ordered say the former president for refund the total sum of $135,000 within 7 days from the date when they get that order date because of the value of the property that they sell to Ilan Tufik Kang and Winners Chapel. The court also ordered say the former president for bearing the cost of the appeal when at 300 million only. Also, on the 10th of December 2023, the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, Dr. Aissata Mahoy, spearheaded Salon in response to the escalating crisis of online violence against women and girls. The occasion they officially launched what is we call the body rights campaign. We for make sure say woman them and girl picking them we for help the international for fight against violence we do against them. Also on the 7th of December, the UNDP in collaboration with the Islamic Development Bank, we receive fund from the Women Entrepreneurs Finance Initiative of the World Bank. They launched what they call the Empowering West African Women Small and Medium Enterprises Program, where Sellu, Senegal, Guinea, and Niger will benefit from $12,250,000 where they will support the program. Lastly, on the 11th of December, the management of Sierra Leone Ports and Harbours Authority they will issue one press release after a publication will come online for one article with a date on 29th November 2023 by the Manchester Evening News, where they captioned the article as the enormous shipment of cocaine from Sierra Leone destined for an industrial estate in Wika. Now, by this press release where the Sierra Leone Port and Harbour Authority the pool, they say they note with grave concern the publication where Manchester Evening News they put online. And they say the publication, among other things, he say in August 2022, a consignment of Class A goods with cocaine was shipped from Sierra Leone, and that 9 suspects there, with all of the 9 people are not Sierra Leoneans, they were arrested, and 7 they may not arraign them before the court in the UK. The Port Authority, the one for terrorists, say first that the Sierra Leone Port and Harbours Authority is a reputable member of international ports organizations and then organizations they are governed by defined rules and regulations regarding methods of seeking and addressing high standards in port operation. So therefore the authority they not in receive of any official report of this allegation from any international ports organization or the National Crime Agency in the UK. They also want to say that according to the export records we don't present to the Port Authority for the period under review by this allegation shows say the port did not at any point in time export any flour where they say they mix cocaine as the publication claimed. Also, the authority not engaged with the leadership of transnational organized crime and the security apparatus to make a launch immediate investigation for look at the veracity of this allegation. The authority want for remain committed for collaborate with all relevant local and international stakeholders there for ensure a drug-free port. So on that note, I will hand over to the minister, winner the host, for carry on with the program. Mr. Minister, sir.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister. I want to tell plenty thank you to all the family that we join with for weekly press conference. I also want to take opportunity to tell plenty thank you to all the media partners and again. We make sure we reach all live and direct across the country. When I heard yesterday, we put out a release for announce that the curfew will be starts at 9. And also that kind of news they don't even need to be repeated. But the kind of news that they will tweet. All man they share because the curfew are popular subjects. So for who now say the curfew at midnight. But I want to start with that because it starts midnight, it's done at 6 a.m. For one, the people already the habit of violating the curfew or trying to take chances. The instructions with the security forces they get, and I will take that particularly seriously. We still live in we deal with the security situation in the country, and we particularly thank you to family we don't cooperate, the one that we don't give information, the one that we don't abide by the rules, the one that we continue to support the police in all the work that we need to do. Today, as the Deputy Minister said, we focus primarily on trade. We look at trade and business, private sector entrepreneurship within the Apple. And I'm very pleased that my colleague, I'm glad for calling my colleague now, but it's one day we know actually a program outside and I'm a lecturer at Fayia College. the Minister for Trade and Industry, Ibrahim Alpha Sise. We will know about the dollar name back, who they call him back. Thanks. So, if I'm a chief, the man we, as my way former, I'm very proud of, for say again, I'm a teacher, teaching at Fayia College, political science. So every time I can say anybody who want blessing for respect a teacher, me and teacher the kid. So I want to tell them thank you. I'm put on record that all we think we do today now because of the excellence we understand that we set. I'm glad we there today can share about with the status of what we do. My sister is actually seen a leader and in the entrepreneurship innovation space in Sellu. So he said they can add as well your perspective on the context who we get. And I'm glad for to say some of the partners and allies within the group. And as he say, we get also another full role. Obviously, we are all my area about the updates on the ongoing investigation into the November 26 failed attempted coup in Sellu, and particularly the investigations and the interrogations will go on with the former president, Dr. Hannes Baikoma. So because of that, today we bring the primary person, the Inspector General of Police, who can provide as much details as possible because it's an ongoing investigations. Before we get to that quickly, and I'll hand over the microphone very soon to the Inspector General of Police, I will just reiterate that we get a list of wanted people where the Sellu Police don't issue. Most of them are getting down on a phone. But I've been asked to go through that list so people who are also listening for NAE. 3 of the people who are in the original wanted list they're now in the custody of the Sellu Police, Alfred Kawakama, Amadou Koita, and Alpha Sherif, who they call Alpha Rayman Sherif ADC apparently. But they in the custody of the Sellu Police. The Sellu Police they still look for Mohamed Touye, they call Yete, Sheka Idrissa Dubuya, Molai Bai Shebura, Major Patrick Abu Odende, Sergeant Sayo Kamara, Major John Thomas Bangura, Matthew Soe Kamara, Almami Usman Kamara, Ibrahim Monshingai Mansari, Abdul Karim Mans, Alassane Kamara, Amadou Konte, Alhaji Hassan Kamara, Alhaji Saidu Fofana, Abdulaziz Kamara, Captain Iya Senesi, Corporal Yapu Sise. It's one name where an officer will belong. They have placed in the list for to make it clear, say this person here we wanted this. Corporal Yapu Sise, and we will talk more on this. Almami Molai Kamara, Danke Kuruma, Fatimata Kuruma, Captain T.L. Conte, Mustafa Abdulrahim Kamara, Ibrahim Saidu Kamara, Milton Sambangura, a retired captain, Sako Kamara, Zainab Amara Suu, lieutenant, Captain John Conte, Musa Fofana, a major, Corporal Mohamed Conte, Corporal Mohamed Ali Toli, Mohamed Issa Kouma, a major, Abdul Rahman Toli, Alpha Kamara, Charles Kamara, Cherno Sajobai, Dauda Conte, Femi Pensiniti, Fode Bangura, Hadi Momodu Evelyn Jabi, Salema Tukonte, Samuel Brown, Shiaka Kuruma, Sigismond Kool, Suleiman Conte, Ibrahim Saidu Kamara, Ibrahim Kaloko, Ibrahim Jallo, Ibrahim Toli, Mohamed Arun Conte, Mohamed Jakite, Mohamed Namin Dumbuya, Mohamed Samura, Mokhtar Dinson, and Usman Kamara. A handsome reward of 50 million oleo, 50,000 new leo, available for anybody who provide the Sellu Police and security forces with information we will lead to the arrest of any one of the fugitives here. Want to tell people that thank you because on our cooperation don't help we for let the Sellu Police capture the one that we don't arrest so far. And the more we cooperate and defend people here, the more we move towards being more safe and more secure, we'll get rid of the curfew. I will provide one more update on behalf of the Republic of Sellu Armed Forces. But who question only about the updates on the weapons then where they been captured, where they been with the army, and whose one they will recover. I've been promising we will come and give the numbers and the updates. So I will just give briefly categories of weapons and the updates we will get right now. AK-47 rifles, and rifle them. Then been thief 47 of them, and we take 47. The security forces will recover 29, 18 of them they out. The big RPG I know, then we take 7. The authorities only recover 5, so that 2 9 outstanding. The other one then, to be honest, apparently they also take plenty empty magazine then. Like about over 100 on an empty magazine then, who they may also take where the authorities is still doing efforts for try for recover. So now the major categories in any of the weapons them, I will promise again, in the interest of a very transparent government, we will get the information, we will come and provide that to us. So all that question will get started. Oh, no, the weapon. No. And they talk to the Honorable Inspector General of Police, will give me an update on arrest, and then any information we will share on specifically the interrogation where they go on with the former President, Dr. Inspector General.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, everybody. I will start for making a comment on the security situation across the country. It is calm and quiet, no cause study for alarm. Despite the fact that on the 26th of November, we see an illegal and overt attempt for unseat and incumbent leadership in this country. Since that time, we as police, we institute an investigation, and it is still ongoing. We still live on. For the statistics, for now, we get 80 suspects that will custody. Even our police will say suspect. As long as we don't caution you, we don't at that cautionary statement, you are not forced to say anything, you are not obliged. But whatever I say will be taken down in writing and given in court as evidence, you are a suspect. So we have 80 of those. And we'll break down that 80 category. Current serving military officers, 50. Dismissed military officers, 5. Serving Sierra Leone police personnel, 7. Retired Sierra Leone police officer senior, 1. Civilians, 15. And then, of course, correctional service, 1. And then former president, Alaspai Kurma. We don't take so far out of the 80, we don't take 68 statements. Then statement a day, we don't forward them to the office of the Attorney General because directly Perus look at what we are doing in the light of the elements of the offense we investigate. Then, of course, we get 12 people in our custody. We will still therefore interrogate, therefore caution them, therefore interview them. This 68 I don't mention, so some random make statement because now it's a wide investigation. As we proceed, as other people they take statements, as we take statements from them, we get reason for do additional statements. And those ones we are taking them from the others. 12 to interview, like Bunari, the Minister of Information, they say, we still get a good number on the run. So I have to use this moment also for appeal to the people of this country, well-meaning people of this country, for assist the police by providing information which will lead to the arrest of men assailants when on the run. There's a very nice package for information leading to the arrest, but as good citizens of this country are not going to focus much on the package. You are doing whatever you are doing this for civic responsibility. Yes, if you see somebody come for or seat government for wreck the country, they are under obligation. There's civic responsibility for giving information when you lead to that capture. If you do that, you can still benefit from the money we will set aside for all of those things. So basically, I think at the point this one will talk small about the former president, because I see a lot of social media is charged with a lot of stuff. Thursday last week, we extend an invitation to her from the CID department for her come na Frito on Friday, follow-up question in respect of the attempted coup. He got the invitation. He talked to the one they were sent. Of course, I was not there. I talked to him. He has two concerns. One is the concern about his security on his way from Makeni to Freetown. And then the second one, the concern about his security and accommodation and Fayia. Then, of course, if you want for say, well, tomorrow Friday, I get appointments with people, so I will do the appointment. I come back on Saturday. I said, no, it's not possible. You have to travel on that same day. He called me, I talked to her direct. I talked to a lawyer, Joseph Stewart. I said, tell your client he has to start to travel today. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, he should be in my office. He traveled. When he left, he called me. He said, IG, I don't left. Your colleague on this side or your officer on this side, the AIG, you do well for me, provide adequate security for me. I said, now you are assured of adequate security also at your accommodation. So right there, I deploy. Because it's a push attack. When somebody don't say, I'm not comfortable moving around with my own security voice. I want security from your side. I have responsibility. And as it is so, I'm responsible for security at any point in time. As he come up, CID now for go back my house, I have to escort him, and I'm deployed there at his accommodation to make sure nothing will happen to her. So he come, the next day, we go to CID. I meet the lawyer, Fitzgerald. The first thing he tell me, IG, how would you bail for this man? He started asking for bail. Even before the man was in our office, he was asking for bail. I said, no, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So he's sure, we start the procedure. The interview start, we'll do statements for some time. We end up for terminate because the former president said he needs to go taking medication and taking lunch. I said, fine. We are not in a hurry. We can go on for as long as we can. You go, next day come on the Saturday, we'll do the same thing. That's why now, we look at say that statesman will get that respect. There are other people who will investigate for the same attempted coup. And then I said, we cannot push himself, so we are going to grant him bail, but with certain conditions. We sat with the lawyer, Lancer, the lawyer, and they called the name because no one panel would deny except his journalist. Yansane was there, Ambassador Yansane. Mikael Masari, those are the chair and the deputy chair, and of course the head of state. We agreed in the first place. They asked for the man to be visited by selected number of people from his party and from his legal team. We agreed on those names. We wrote them down. Then we also say we didn't put ourselves in the block. Let him be in his house. If he has to move from his house to any other place, it has to be clear that is the bail condition. They accepted that condition also. Then he said, if you have to see doctor, yes. We are all human beings. Whatever we do in the assembly, we give it a human face, yes. If you have to see doctors, you will see doctors. Immediate family, yes. It became immediate staff. And we agreed, all of us, we agreed to that one. So that is how he is being in his house. We have provided the security. Every morning, we bring a car. You can't explain. The investigation because it's a long process. Like I say, we investigate. We come every day. As I thought so, we just don't do the rounds for today. So we go back to my house, do rest. Then we continue to until we come to the end of that phase of the questioning. But alongside that one, we are looking at several other suspects in our custody. In fact, we don't do categories of investigators. We don't structure the investigation. We get some man when they do this level of candidates of suspects, some man they look at this one for make and compare it faster. So that's also another story.
IGL, I ask you a very direct question. Is the former president a suspect in the investigation?
As long as we have administered the voluntary caution statements in our police station, you are a suspect.
Affirmative. Thank you. All right. I just want to make clear as well to people that the information we put out from the Minister of Information and Civic Education is very clear. The information we put out, we not so they say, I see some journalists try to say, I don't want to talk to this person, I don't want to talk to this person confusionally. I want to assure the people of Sellu. When we put out a statement, it is as close to the gospel of truth as you're going to get in this life. Because we know the do they say, we know the do she said, he said. When we put out a statement, it will come out from the only source. As far as the police is concerned, the official, primary, final word in the police, that is the Inspector General of Police. And there's no daylight between me and the Inspector General of Police. If I talk something, I say this don't happen, I'll let family understand, see, that they come out directly from the Inspector General of Police. In fact, I will two work together, we'll make sure, say, I double check across everything. Unless they will not make a mistake, because we're human. But I can show you, see, on the substance of it, we don't come up with an idea on the own. We stick with the security forces, we clear the information we put out. So I don't want people to listen to any other side comments or possibly try to say, oh, confusion, no, this person say this, no. You listen to the channel that we have provided, and it's the official and factual information. All right, on that note, I didn't want a chance to follow on. All man. So we can talk about it. And then we will come back to questions. So now, perfect segue, obviously, for the Minister of Trade and Industry. Mr. Minister, since you don't know Minister, and you first tell this for kind of platform, your vision within the happening in the sector, especially also in this current climate, the challenges they will get, and how you are the biggest 10 challenges. I can let give you 7 minutes for you lady play. Yes, in a lecture and 7 minutes, so therefore keep silent or over lecture. Over to you, Mr. Minister.
Colleague Minister, members of the high table, journalist, Mr. Lofa, good afternoon. Let me tell the colleague minister for giving me this opportunity for interact with the general public on what is happening at the trade sector. Because we're the businessman there, the businesswoman there, we meet more often. You know, today, at the world, the difficult thing is for the business and for also the person who they manage policies and laws who they deal with business. If we look at the world today, everything down there. We look at the world today, fuel price go up all sides of the world. And we almost see fuel price go up. And they have both that thing and they go up. We look at the world today, chop business self, it don't there on the other side. In fact, to the point, chop business don't make, now we don't know, say, every country, foreign policy, you get for time. Every country get for time in foreign policy to trade. But then I will talk about that more later. So all of this, the first night Ukraine, you know, and long members say we just try to recover from COVID. We go do for Putin and then can happen. So all that our talks will happen if you don't get control over them. It will make the value of the currency the hamburg. And on that note, I'm grateful as the ministry, don't work closely with the Ministry of Finance, the Bank of Sierra Leone for law stabilize our economy. Because one time you will notice the price and go, but now we get relative stability. So what will be done to do over the last how many months? We'll take over. First, we'll continue to review the existing laws and policy. We will make trade and investment kind of this country. We will make them do their business, they will do their business. We get the primary responsibility for make sure we provide a very friendly atmosphere for trader, businessman, as well as the consumer. They put sell food they buy. So it means we get for cover the one who they sell, we get for cover the one they sell food they go well. Because if you sell the wrong products, a problem for we. So then they make different laws and policies that are along that. For example, we get trade strategy, we go to the call an industrial policy, we get special economic zone policy, I will talk about that later, then we get agro-business policy. So the things that we're going to do from where we take over now to they call public-private dialogue. Where we deal with government, then people only do business, we're supposed to engage with them. So we don't go at different levels. Don't get me to exporters, they're always in our office. Importers, they're always in our office. We don't get different meetings then. The essence is, and for we understand, we say, flow, noting our problems then collectively, how we solve the problems there. Especially now, very, very difficult moments there. Trying moments there, all sides of the world. So they get a meeting a day. In fact, we get another big official one next tomorrow with the National Investment Board. We do put closely, don't convey. The essence of them meeting the guys are saying, I follow, meet and talk and discuss so many things that would affect the environment. In line with that, again, this will be a key vision from His Excellency the President. We also they promote business-to-business linkages. For example, Salon man when they can start in business, you look for other Salon man when they can see their business. So tell me get land, you get the money or you get the equipment then, we they connect, then say they happen. Then at the international level, following all the travels around recently, we encourage salon businessmen to fully participate. And some of them forum there, and then link up with other businessmen who in other countries then who get interested in the same sector and some of them they work now. A good example is the flour mill who go Turkey. One point the investors in fact it don't cancel that investment to don't pass about $20 million investment, huge. And when flour mill begin full production, they go able to reduce the price of flour. Then we will get enough for begin export. We they on track for that one day. But in order to do that, we get key players that we're supposed to do with you. One of them key players that are the Chamber of Commerce. As it is now, small problems every day, but we they engage. We don't get a series of meetings. Even last week Friday, we get the current Jaikana office. So we hope still we'll get them fully functional. All the small problems will not solve them. So by early next year, we will be on track for them. Because some beside all they go visit, then they always ask you, who's the Chamber of Commerce day? So we'll get them up and running very soon and all. But one thing when they make the brain and water business street now, any country, not to which you go for go buy no more, now which you self they produce. So we export, then what we get now, we defend very hard for diversify them. Diversify in the sense, we know they have open say, till they know they spend more money for buy power. Now go for straight barrels. If we look, I think with the interest past Honor and Africa and West Africa, no country know them. So that day for me, like a security commodity. So government don't launch an ambitious program on a fixed salon project, where in fact this year the Finance Act will put small money, 5%, for now able to generate money, so that for now it will be painful, we will pay the price. For me, I assure now, the salon farm will say, by the next 1 or 2 years, where we don't really go, go, the rise of price will definitely come up because we don't produce more than enough which we get for it. That is the key. But unfortunately, we get for pay the price for small if you want to miss one because that 5% they will increase. But that money they will invest at all. And what I want to say, we work closely with the rice importers and police. In fact, they make the government policy. All the one who they import rice, all they can be part of this feed salon program. You either live on the production side, that is you get the farm, you bring the machine there, or you get the machines there. And this, we don't get meetings with them more than 3 times, including myself, the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Fisheries, chaired by the Chief Minister self. We get a good meeting on that year. Because for them you become sustainable, for them peace, stability, they decide the job where they eat if you produce that. And I can give an example, we don't know for oil. Where governments are say oil, anything we take with the one. Today, we're not net exporters of oil. So we able to do that. So we also want to focus on this, what they call deciding where you get strength, you know. Like if you look Gary, we get over 300 million people who eat Gary in West Africa. And we get some of the best cassava in this part of the world. So if we only focus Gary no more, we focus panel. We say we produce, we export and beaucoup money than. But for do that, you get for do the right thing. We can't pan cocoa, we can't pan cashew. So what are they say? We get the sectors that we get with comparative advantage. Now we focus on. And we get today something in Africa and West Africa. Africa, we call them the Africa AFTFTA, Africa Free Trade Continental Area, where they allow the free movement of agricultural goods and services from one African country to another. So for them to benefit finally, it means you get for improved poverty. On this side, we don't make a lot of progress. We don't establish the secretariat. I get to meet with the Secretary General Nakai with 2 weeks ago, and they're willing to provide technical support for you for that. We got what we call the ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme, which is a very good one, where we export our other West African countries. And today, we rest. If you left here today, you go na Bamwe on weekend, you go see how far we rest. You go tell money they need to rest it. For the top of oil, we export to Senegal and oil and cassava. So the only way you will take advantage of this, you get all them big markets here, and for able to strengthen both sides. So on that note, what the government they do, we don't provide small money there for SMEs there. How they support SMEs. SMEs now small and medium scale enterprises there at different levels. I will talk about that later. For also make we more competitive. One tool don't suffer for over 20 years now, Standards Bureau. With Standards Bureau, we have beaucoup labs in this country, but the labs we get are medical labs, you know. So for now export certain foods, for now we able send certain things in other countries that don't get foreign exchange, you get minimum requirements of some countries they ask for. That will take like fish. Look where you know clear with it. But because we not get certain requirements then to that, it's difficult to not get labs then way up to date with standard. It's difficult for us then we fish in Europe. We and the Americans we get what we call this Agawa Trade Agreement. Again, the major challenge to that Agawa Trade Agreement, we not get labs now where we certify certain food items they go for export. So on that note, the Standards Bureau, first we don't spend up to $300,000. Again, that takes this opportunity for take the leadership of the World Bank and Sabina Abu Times. There are colleagues there, Alari, they maybe they would also support you for upgrade that lab, the demos is. So those spend over $330,000 for upgrade Standards Bureau the lab. But that notwithstanding, you need a lot of investment. If one competes, we spend money. So the intention now is for privatize that lab. Yes, we privatize them because it's difficult for the government and the money went in need. For them to compete, for them to send the things there. I can give you an example. Just last week, there was a consultant where FAO bring. They can't talk to you in our office, how we talk about the lab. We see them recommend, go take the fish now. If you get fish, you carry and go Ghana first. Then go test that, they look if the fish good, then they bring an air, the fake car exporter. And they increase the price, and they use by profit. So not just we are now with the target between now and March next year to April. We don't get a standardized lab who will be certified at international level. So primarily 80–90% of the products they will want to sell out, including fish, will get a good lab who will make them. Another key challenge we meet now, how we operate in our ports and water. You get the operational side, you get the payment side. We push for establish a single window ports operations. When I say single window, when they go for clear things in our side, you get different payments they will need. You get for pay CTM, you get for pay UDT, you get for pay ITS, different ones. And without expenses, some side if the payment tied to $1, there is even a foreign exchange difference. So to the fact for now, one platform will be set where you make the payment on one pool. So the Ministry of Trade, the Ministry of Finance, the National Revenue Authority, will they power up and good. Again, another key thing, we notice we camp and trader business, so trader they get problem, and Ministry of Trade and they can. But we camp and market business, now a devolved function than you know. And interesting for see Most of the local councils are across the country. The revenue they generate, most of them generate the market use. But they're not pay better attention for rehabilitate and make the market there. But when they don't make the market there, then they bring the street, the people in for council and street. And all they want to our law established clear. Market, now they for sale road, and for Motica and water now for pass. So what should they do this year? Would they try very hard to see if we can work with the local councils for rehabilitate and build market there and start in critical areas. A good example we look at now is that Kwendu market. The meeting over the African Development Bank, they don't confirm, we get $10 million for support that process there. Then the Chinese themselves, they support we for carry out that process in that Kwendu market there. So hope say sometime next year, that process there will start. Now Western area, of course, this are the huge sport. There is a project to government below by 50 buses there. And then 50 buses here, then get corridor, then get road over for pass. Unfortunately, they don't road here, we get trailers hold on there. So we don't postpone simply because we wait, let's have our grounds done. So we hope say the entire Sarah ground process will done by the end of the year now. We go make them go inside, they let people go back in the market, let the roads there for there, to carry the pass. Again, that market a government constructor, and we work with them very, very closely. As a ministry, I go back to a standard bureau and we ministry. We also get responsibility for quality control. If no more, then they dump all kinds of now. All kind of bad business that they dump now. But unfortunately, some of them will not get the capacity for go test them or find out this if it's good or if bad. So now make that bureau is very important for them to increase. But we continue for push quality control. With the trade monitors and trade officers there. And nobody now we get small challenges to some of the staff there. But we work very hard. And they continue for visits and different stores, different suppliers and for make sure say the quality of goods that we did they not expire and they meet with standards. Then we will ask even where they are to the journalists there. I help me fit that fit. Because if you go by some to expire, if you harm you harm your family, it will harm with all. So now all joint for that fit there, if any information on that, then I can send it for me to the ministry. On the investment side, one of the difficulty then for you today and for attract investment in your country, where they compete with other countries than at the sub-region. You know, so man will tell you to get energy and sometimes so investment we want, the man I can say you want something, this one man wants I go back mountain. That's so you go do. But we don't make tremendous efforts on that side. First, we don't establish an industrial zone in Koya. Where that they can start, we expect for the over 4,000 jobs in this country. Recently, I got a meeting with the Director General of UNIDO. It was a very fruitful meeting, and we expect to get about, well, we don't sign the agreement, $9 million from them. We support different things there. But one thing I want to emphasize is, they don't approve for do a feasibility study, pre-feasibility study for carry out agro parks in Sellu. That's a very, very good thing, you know, for carry out agro parks. So then they will start early next year. We will do that now. We can start in areas then. I will count on the let's for small business they will do. Government will be put aside about we need target 200 million, but we will not be raised at 41 billion. Go down disburse to call a Munafa form. You don't go out, you don't do different people. And this 41 billion, 85% of the one who they benefit from the woman there. In fact, at 12,265 beneficiaries and all who don't get Munafa form. And today, anytime I go offline, people and they ask me who send the next Munafa the car, who send the next Munafa the car. And it's been professionally run. We don't collect small money. We try to get additional money for increase even the minimum threshold. Therefore, also increase the number of people they involved. So, first quarter next year, we will fight very hard. The money we there and the additional money we get. For us, we will target more people there, more money they benefit from this. But at the SME space, let's take the economic diversification project, right? This project here don't dish out to learn where they start business, don't own a matching grant, $2.4 million. And this project and don't dish out. And that money, the 102 of them percent, 102 the numbers. na startup them. Then 61% na women. And when I get so happy, because government dish out this money through the project, we able to leverage additional $700,000, you know, for different people in the matching grant. So by the time combine all that, the jobs that we that the number provide are over 344 jobs there. We're ongoing, you know. If we go again within the same SME space, we get what they call the Sellu Agricultural Processing Project, where again, instead we give up to 60 SMEs, about 4.2 million that they will give them. But generally, one of the key responsibilities they're giving all out of tender that for make sure say we get essential goods and commodities. But always the COVID, but always the war in Ukraine, but all the things that happen in Israel. Rest no shorting, fear no shorting, Yapasne. That's a key responsibility to get and at competitive international prices. Some of them prices they to compare them on the other side of the world. We don't better. We don't try for hand normally. Again, as a ministry, the team where they make country go before. Now wait till the quarter, you know the importer again, other thing, you know the import, the manufacturing. We don't support the sector. I can assure now, we get certain areas there. Like for cement and iron rod. For cement, price don't go up small, but they are showing us that the price will drop because very soon we'll get up to 3 or 4 factories that will open. And the next year, we'll get, I can assure now, 2 factories they open and the price will drop. I will say the same thing for plywood. Plywood, we get a very good British company, Yamiro, where they do very, very well. The investment, the first one will be over 20 million, then they do an additional investment. Then sales will begin to target the market, and very soon the price of plywood sales will drop. So construction will come up to a large extent. Again, other thing that we don't do as a ministry, now for sale salon. And as I the top managers now, we don't know that different international forum. We've been there in Morocco with President, African Development Bank, and we get the investment forum. When we present the free salon program, the number of people that will show interest is so high. With all of the happen in the country so today, we get Moroccan investors then when they hire 1st week January. Then the day of 1st week January, Moroccan investors. They say no matter how bad, they really go salon, then they come. We go Saudi. When I can check Aramco is the biggest oil company in the world. We had a meeting with them. Interestingly, the president sat in those meetings. We sell salon. They are all interested. So we look forward for engaging them and continue with their engagement in it. As for what you need to recently, that day happen. Well, the man they remind me and I say the time belongs. But let's just summarize. One of the key challenges that we face today, some of the key challenges, the one are the depreciation of the loan. The Hamburg, again, this we can call it an externalities that we not within the control. You understand? But we don't fetch, don't stabilize. The one that Ukraine, no man can say the 30 they far. That one that Ukraine don't continue. So they make fair price, they don't go. They make fair price, they go, all things they go. But again, the negative political propaganda they will put in our social media. For what they go for go sell the country outside, for get money, for campaign jobs, for bring investment. It's so difficult. I mean, let's tell me brothers and sisters and thank you. Don't promote very positive images about Sellu. I tell them I thank you. I also want this opportunity for appeal to all man. Now, one great country we get, we are helping for make the job easy for big investment. One of the easiest way we can able to find job for person. One of the easiest way person able meet you living. Now, if we able bring investment, and only trouble is that for send positive images about this country. And I think to over there, let go challenge. We get right for disagree, don't disagree, or don't disagree with him and agree framework. We will not be disrespecting company. Again, the recent security breach, we all waiting on implications, you know, and then they get serious challenges. They call me, then trader, then businesswoman, they call me, hey, we start to ship this coffee, maybe we sell my to. But I tell them I thank you, sir. You know, we don't push them to 12, so the pressure don't reduce. On that note, I tell the chairman thank you, I tell all man thank you.
All right, thank you very, very much, Honorable Minister. You know they interrupt the teacher. When the teacher talk, therefore allow you teacher let talk. So someone has seen a teacher, so I want to thank you. I think I just want for reinforce the summary. The summary points that despite the challenges the way Sellu they face, the externalities, the depreciation, inflation, the wars when they go on around the world, the government of Sellu they work. The Ministry of Trade don't just announce some concrete measures the way they take. Where the governments, where President Bill they need to continue for carry the country go before. They want the way they come with gun and shoots and try for destabilize this country, and they want carry go behind. But one for tell the people of Sellu take it because they reject them people here and they help with them and bring them to justice. Fairly. So that we where they all where they so we put hands together and push this country go before, we will continue to stay together, we focus on the vision. We don't follow develop this country. We can disagree like our minister said. This is what we don't always talk. Me, people who me, for example, me, I like a good debate. I love a good debate. Democracy is not possible if we not disagree. If we all can have all day one side, not so democracy that way. Democracy requires disagreement. So we can disagree, no argue, but okay, this part, so argue about the way we're supposed to do this, the economy, and it was not forever, ever resort to violence. Not forever resort for one other side we want to go overseas, we can pull down the country. Other countries they get a basic, decent decorum. That will they say, you know they criticize your government, you know they criticize your country when you be outside of the shores of the country. Because ultimately not only one country we get, not only one president we get, only one representative of Sellu. Like the one we talk about the MCC, I can always say, by the grace of God this week, MCC is supposed to vote. Then they get MCC. Now, we suffer with suffer, so light money. Now, man, I don't want to suffer with light money. Now, I said, people don't want to suffer with light money. They say they effectively give you country 500 million. Now, improve the energy sector. You they celebrate on social media that you country not get money. And I self-hate, no so. And I use self-hate. So we can disagree on how they for spending the money on the investments for go or how we open the space, but we can agree say they'll get the money because Sellu get the money. Eh? So I want to also apologize that right now we don't lose power as the deputy minister don't have. I'm sure we live outside house day for level 50. So that they also means they are sure say we currently not really carry live to family of the house. So that's another challenge, but I see some people that they steal videos, so we get down there, we make sure say the clip, we make it available for family and we then because of time, we're not waiting for it. So I can't really my advice. You don't hear all things that we talk about security. You are a leader in the entrepreneurship and innovation space. We just want to hear from you. 5 minutes, I'm also going to get plenty of questions, so inshallah, the lights will come after that. Your perspective on the climate, Sellu, business, what we do, and we think I want to continue to see from governments for that to improve the climate for that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister.
Also, you say a teacher voice.
I just try. But thank you very much. One of the major problems na electricity as private sector, but waiting give me hope.
So MCC back.
You know, but waiting give me hope. Now in fact, where lights go and minister they talk, and feel say it will stop, right? The fact say continue, just give me hope say as business. Maybe that is definitely for continue for do. Even though the struggle there for electricity, we continue for work with that government because this is not partnership, public-private partnership. But for me, I think what I want to say in terms of the private sector, I come back to Sellu. I bought Sellu, but I've been on for years, and I come back to Sellu about 5 years ago. Obviously, there are challenges, as everybody is aware. We get the infrastructural challenges, but we don't survive the last 5 years. I come back, I can open a factory, a production factory. And in that, we don't partner with a lot of organizations. For me, why we survived the last 5 years, in a partnership, you know. As people like you say, if you want to run fast, run by yourself. If you want to run far, run with other people. You know, so for me, as a business person, I realize I'm not going to do much if I not involve other partners. And so, in terms of the manufacturing, we do uniforms, and one of the business that we really don't support when we don't partner with now, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. We produce the uniform for them anniversary. That then have been one thing we really improve we income for the year where we partner with them. But that besides also the other organizations they will partner with, Ministry of Youth and the UNDP, because for me it's important we they run with business, we look for organizations that we share the same value as we. You know, we work with youth there, we provide employment for youth, we work with women them, and UNDP, they do the same thing, they focus women and youth, and Ministry of Youth as well. So through the government of Sierra Leone, we partner with Ministry of Youth and the UNDP for produce. In fact, for we during the COVID time, at the time now, where we really make more money, because we quickly change, we idea for make uniforms. And then we begin to do mask. And because we do mask, Ministry of Youth, we partner with Ministry of UNDP, and through them we do over 50,000 masks. And because of that, yes, we do a project with Purpose School, and that because, so all of that, they kind of come from Ministry of Youth and UNDP, the partnership. We partner with Purpose School, we partner with UNICEF, we partner with a lot of UN agencies then, and donor agencies for making survive during the COVID time. But doing all of that, I realized there are lots of women, to be able to manage and kind of, walk my way around the system, because I come back and I get the knowledge about innovation, about technology, and I begin to use things that will work for me as a business owner. But I realized that there are lots of women that we're lacking behind. And right now the world, they move by technology. So what do? We partner with the World Bank and government of Salon again. Just the program where Minister of Trade will talk about through the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project. We now work with other business then, especially female business then. We help them for understand technology, we help them for understand the digital space. And fortunately for me, because again, we don't work with government ministries then, when we planned this project, the first ministry we're not to, now the Ministry of Trade. And the Ministry of Trade willing for support we want to take this project, so we look at the project in a digitization. Digitization by, what I mean by that, for bring so many women business them online. For bring so many women business them for begin use digital payment, mobile money, POS, and so we do a pilot right now with 20 business them. We encourage them for use the different smart payments, digital payments. And we're not able to do this by research if we're not in partner with the Ministry of Trade, the World Bank, the telecommunication companies there like AfriCell, SMIDA, the banks then, because I can get all them POS machine there. So Bank of Salon, because they focus again with the ministry now on financial inclusion for especially female business them with SMIDA. So we don't partner with all them different organizations there. So, and like I said, if you want to run far, run with other people. So we will work with all them government agencies, private companies, for me for able to deliver this project to like 500 businesses next year. But with the pilots are right now with like a Christmas market. So the Christmas market, everything at the market is not cashless. And when I know the importance of the switch, the way the Bank of Salon, the first phase now collect like the different banks and POS system and they talk to themselves. The next phase now collect the telecommunication and begin to talk to themselves. But if we woman them or business people, they don't know about all them facilities they have, so then it don't make much difference. So the cashless market, which is really the cashless market, and for bring them for understand digital, but also for help them for go online, for create a space for them so they will see them banking, they see them business them, them products them, and able for big players at in the technology field. It's still challenging, as you would expect. Some of the problems the way we get now the electricity. For run the generator when we do on this market, if we do on generator for one day, we burn about 120 liters. And because we get light on and off, so most of the times we rather just stay on the generator. But you just imagine how much that it will cost me. Technology, because most of the B2 they do right now, the cashless market, it's really technology. Some of sometimes in day you will get the POS that they work, and then maybe like half an hour the POS they know they work. So that is a real problem for we. In as much as we want the woman for use technology, it's a challenge. And then you think about the interest rates, because for every system where they use, any payment system where they use, you get for pay, And the woman and the look say, if they can't give me cash, and it don't cost me anything, why I for go use card or payment system which will cost me money? So it's time for negotiate the interest rate, and that's where I think government will come in, will get or put up with Ministry of Trade for try for see whether subsidize some of their interest and rates here, so that you will get more women that after they roll out to 500 women next year. The other problem, where we glad for, obviously, the curfew, the security, because you get for people they want for camp, but because the time now be 7 o'clock, it was now be 9 o'clock, it was a problem, but we be the close 7, so it was a problem. So now we the hope say the market run for until the 22nd, and this now really for just test the cashless system, for encourage people and for use cashless system. It will help the economy, it will help the business there, it will help so much. When you travel, go places like Ghana, there's so many, almost everything, the taxi that they're all na cashless. And so for me, I think this is a real big deal for we for pioneer this kind of thing, for help women, especially for understand technology, for bridge that gap between the man and the woman in terms of finances, in terms of innovation. And actually create that space for them, a safe space that they will sell their markets, whether they're online, or a space that they will showcase their business them, but be confident say they don't will lose money if they left somebody for sale for them, even their small business they are so. And so for me, I just want to say thank you to especially the World Bank through the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project. We make able to do this, and the Ministry of Trade, and all the telecommunications and banks that we don't work with to make this happen.
Thank you very much. I think the failure una report on this into the really important. Inside Sellu, the Sierra Leonean camp open a factory. They do very well. They produce for banks, for UN institutions, and they pilot new innovative content. Different kind of things there. We push because before. The last time we made South Transport Media, we announced the new bus lane and for the cashless payment system as well. So we advanced that. All them bus lane at one place that they will make sure say roll it out. We get cashless system, and the minister just talked about the fact that we need to clear the streets and we forget dedicated bus lanes. This country, like our president look and see, yeah, the effects, yeah, most of it. Yeah, move forward, inshallah. So we want to tell you thank you, Madam Alison, for the work you do. We get plenty of questions that we don't come through the online platform. So while we wait, then just don't show me see the live for how many minutes from now. I want to take the opportunity maybe like they ask the question that we don't already have. Because we get some questions in for normally we can ask people then for sending questions in advance. Now we have most of the questions in there that we always see. Because I desire to encourage more people then to use the online platform again. So we get the questions, right? My commitment always that I read every single question. No matter how the question people ask, I go ahead and I read the question there. And then we will summarize and give a chance for you to respond to the question. As you can imagine, plenty of questions you will not repeat yourself, so I will try to collapse them because plenty learn about the investigation. I think the IG already provide the updates on that investigation. Since the questions were sent in advance, let me try. Somebody they asked who's the ECSL the billion. About security. Somebody no question says people would lights go off 98 times. He said lights not times. They ask serious question, who is that? The lights don't go off. The point of this press conference, I always make it clear that any question we get concerning the government of Sellu, ask it here. We may not be able to answer you directly, but I will assure you so we follow up and we bring down the answer. Somebody say how many ex-military men they will among who they will arrest and how many them now be fugitives away and look for. If you don't answer that, you don't give it down this now. Somebody asked it now how far is the security sector in the country for now. You don't answer that. The ECOWAS standby force who stand in the council. Somebody obviously the question about the investigation of former President Ibike. Somebody asked you, Mr. Minister, I say who stand first price the good on. Somebody will ask, what to make the updates not come up from the IGP, only from the Minister of Information on the appointed coup of November 26. Somebody will ask, how long the investigation of the former president will last, and now clarify whether he is under house arrest or not. Waiting at the security position for there and then we what's the security position for those on that course study? We are seeing this. Sorry, I apologize. This question here necessarily makes of when the investigation will end into the former president. Mr. Minister, there's still updates on several grounds and any other trading places so that traders will remove this trading. Any substantial evidence there against the former president. The banks that they give out all loans still with only roughly 20 days left for it to be out of circulation. So they want to know which will do about that. Somebody say indeed an update on former president who might plan for response to the appeal court verdict. I think the minister mentioned say the former president of COI case and they rejecting appeal and now the court's going to stop time for the appeal. Back all the money the courts will find take. Looking at the government's imposition on the accusations of the involvement of Internal Affairs Minister Taluva in conspiring with the coup plotters. People are using your name to take money from them, said they will join them with the police force. Okay, this person by the same house arrest question. Somebody say one way to make the police declare the daughter of former president and it's like Kuruma wanted. Whose role he played, if any? Somebody say so far how many people did not arrest and also it's not the update on Kuruma interview with police. Again, some of the questions I already answered them, so I don't know this time. Then the other question, the last one I get from the online platform. I hope the team don't check. That's the last one. More than 1 week. Now, how again, I want for me for respect people then really send me a question to answer. When they say when the made in salon and award roofing sheets, nail cement, and of course the tomahawk rice will meet the man. Mr. Minister. Yes. So you don't see it talk about yes, iron rod. But let's say iron rod, roofing sheets, nail cement, and of course the tomahawk on the west. They say we stay in the market. So what will be Minister of Trade? Now start with you. Let you answer a question that we directed to you briefly, because then I have all the plenty questions. So if you take just a few minutes, touch on the one and you can answer it.
Okay, thanks very much. Just one quick observation. Madam Aisatu, the Sellu Economic Diversification Project, the money that government of Sellu not to government. That's another observation. Then again, on the price of fuel, we stayed a good one. We all know this government very responsive based on international market. Our price will go up in the international market, and so we go up. I cannot assume it cannot. At some point, even refuse to impose taxes, excise duties on that. For them to keep the economy stable, then also keep the price of fuel down. So for now, we monitor the black at the international level. So the price is so fast. And we'll get enough fuel load to take. We are also listening to the PRA director in the Indian Development Company. So we'll get enough fuel load to take throughout the festive season. On the several grounds, as we know, up to the Terwa follow, it's about 90-something% complete. But a better update come up from NASIT, because the NASIT's own property. We can incisively because we get for the legal traders there. So the leadership now NASIT will be a thorough update on the several grounds who said will be available. But one let it be early next year, because them boss there we don't come, they need for hit the street. On the mail in Sellu, I can assure people they say for cement and iron rod, of course next they don't really make now. For cement and iron rod, we will do early next year, first quarter next year, we will get more than 1 or 2 companies there where they produce cement and iron rod now. The Tomabo project, now a very big ambitious project, it's about $800 million we government the target, and we don't make a lot of progress around that. And we will know after February where government the plan will be a roundtable conference. But we'll let the Minister of Agriculture let in the more meetings than this one. Because although they collaborate to work closely, the Minister of Agriculture is in a good position for the more specific details on the Tomabo project.
Thank you, Minister. Aisha.
Yes, one of the questions. The investigation of former president, Mr. Chairman, with respect to you, I want to follow all right, all observe the moment of silence for the 18 gallant officers who died on that particular day. May their souls and the souls of all the faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. Yes, we police will investigate the case. We get a set of rules with the guide. They call them the judges' rules. Those are rules of the Queen's Council in England. The first rule, judges rule 1, they say, whenever a police officer is endeavoring to establish the author of a crime, there is no objection to putting questions in respect thereof to any person, whether suspected or not, from whom he thinks useful information can be obtained. End of quote. That is what led us to look at that one. So it's clear. We are investigating that one, and he is making a statement to us. Then the second question, they say, how long will it last? Well, it depends. It will last as long as we get to the end of the investigation, as long as we get investigation, like a systematic process, where they examine, they discover and examine the facts of an incident, for then it will reach to the truth. So that's what we are doing. That process can take time. And then 1, 2 weeks as the case may be. So that one is, I cannot give you a timeline on that one. Well, the other issue is he under house arrest? I talked about the introduction, say, when once you don't make statement to we, you don't caution, you don't issue, you don't administer that voluntary caution statement. So we don't force you for talk. Anything we talk, now we write. With this case go before, how we reach in, we talk to win a act. We are suspect. So we have 2 things, 2 options. Either we'll keep you now custody, and sell to we, or we'll grant you bail. Looking at him as a former president, we grant our respect. So we worked out the bail condition. And whatever is happening now is the bail condition, which was approved by members of his party, Yansane, Mikael Bansane, and the lawyer, all of us together, we agreed on those conditions. for being a host, you will get X number of visitors, and all of that. So when will the investigation end on whether that one is already answered? Any evidence, we are investigating. Investigation is in progress. So I don't want to prejudice the investigation. So let us wait for the outcome of the investigation. That's all I'm saying.
There was light, eh?
Well, Minister don't sweat in the ground.
Let me click Axel. Let me click Axel. Let me click Axel. The lights.
Alright, now we talk ask we get questions. The first round, as usual. Then we do second round.
Alright. Okay.
Let's see question and ask. Mada, you do number one. You do number two. You do number three on this side. Gentleman with the map, two with the coat and tie. You do number four. I want a woman on this side. You do number five. Okay, that lady did number five. Thank you. Alright. Who you pass the mic? Mada starts. Let's go. You know the drill, you know the rule. Let's go on fast.
The question to IJ. IJ, there is a news where they circulate on social media say police raid one sign iPads where the stop lots as them manage the whole situation. I don't know how to.
Okay, thank you. Number two.
Yeah, I am Prince Christopher Kamara, reporting for Open Space newspaper. My question is to the Minister of Trade. Is it true that Sierra Leone, even with our water and crisis, we export water?
Thank you. Number three.
Samuel Coltrane. To the Minister of Trade, I want to ask a question. You made mention saying along the exports, salon and net export oil. So I want to ask which type of oil and also, I mean, how you mean way? Is it napamine or other type of oil? I don't understand properly.
All right. We are number four.
Yes, number four, yes. My question is for the IG. My name is Edward Sacco. The question...
Edward, you know whose house? Just identify yourself.
Yeah, Edward Sacco.
What follow your association?
Well, I'm a lawyer. Okay. The question for the IG. If the memory serves me right, you mentioned earlier on, say, the former president now a suspect. And you also mentioned, say, other people they also investigate for the same crime, but they in custody. The question now is, why is the former president not in custody himself? Secondly,
one question. Thank you, sir. We're going to put you will do the second one. Please. Yes. Second number. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
My name is Hannah Elizabeth Solwani. We are the CEO of Coffee Koreans with a Buddhist local coffee. And the question they go directly to Ms. Aisi. Concerning the POS, there are a lot of concerns in terms of the operations of the POS and fraudulent issues. So what are the measures that have been put in place to mitigate these fears for the business people?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, all 5 questions are in. I'll start with you, Mr. Minister. When you export water, which type of oil? Are your two questions behind it?
I would like for confirm, me don't know that it's for the water. Even though I know say years back, spring water was being explored, but a little more recently, I think it's more for local consumption. So, yes. Yes, but not very recently. So if you get further information on that, I will let follow. And the type of oil they export now, vegetable oil, with the major industries, Petrolax and Kise industries. And then palm oil, we're not a net exporter of palm oil. They use them locally for so many other things, so that people make business. Palm oil, they go Guinea, they go take Ghana, Senegal, and all because get good quality palm oil. You are hoping a net exporters to get enough. We they sell benden and they get the money. And vegetable oil.
Thank you. As I told, I will take your question. It was wise.
Thank you very much. This is not one of the questions you will be asked the bank, but I think the peace of mind way I get, because it no matter who side you dey, no matter also just in a salon, this is a problem where they everywhere. You dey about fraud, card payment fraud, whosoever you did in the world. But I think for me the peace of mind is the bank the way they provide the POS system. Then they assure you say if by any chance you get fraud, then they go, then go refund your money. I think that's a peace of mind for me as a business person. But I know say the Bank of Sellu, they work hand in hand with like the fintech companies, the banks, them for really put security in place so people can feel safe for use them, then card them.
Brilliant. So there's a whole line of work around cyber security and data protection, and that's also tied to the coding humanity here. IG, there's a specific question on IMAX, whether it's true or not. I think the question of waiting make it cannot get in custody, you don't answer, but why not?
Well, very correct that one of the coolest steps when Amadou Kwaita, we catch him around that tree planting area. Apparently, like the questionnaire said, one of William police officer, Adimatu Bangura, named Osta. But I'll tell you, after this thing of the 26th, we embark on pursuit, physically and electronically. I have to talk against the Sierra Police with cyber investigation lab. The only country between that facility, that capacity, is South Africa. So when we pin the man the door, when we pin our door to that particular location, as it is now, we don't institute two actions against that policewoman. Disciplinary and criminal. On the disciplinary side, that is infraction of the license rules, we don't dismiss her already. So now she's no longer a police officer. Now we go face the common on the criminal level. So the issue of former President Umar being a suspect, yes, like I said, as long as you don't administer that caution to you, where he inside the judge's rules, and the second rule landing. See, for caution the man, when you see for top, what if the top man will write, it has been administered to him. Like suspect, but friend and custody, I've said it, I say, we respect him as a former president. So you know we let for see, if we are the former president, you know we let, people don't let for see we are. That not means that we are above the law. One of the tenets of the rule of law is say equality before the law. Everybody is equal before the law.
So now you make the distinction again. Not so? Now you make the distinction again, please. Okay, good. Second round. Oh, the IMAX question. Well, the answer, I first the answer. Yeah, but say for whether the coupies them will get a situation on the IMAX particularly, and if you want to confirm if that is true or not. Okay, we investigation not find that out. Alright, so if you get information for providing, you can provide the web. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, the lady, number 5, this other lady. Okay, so we'll do 5 and then we'll see how we go. If I do it faster, so we'll do one more round. Yes.
Yes, Mohammed Sanko is the name working for Unity Press. So the IG sir. This school, we don't have a way to investigate people involved. Now we see both serving police personnel and they under custody and investigate them. Waiting this they send to other police officers and we currently themselves serve, and which measures we want to put in place going forward for future occurrences on short. Thank you.
Number 2.
Yes, sir. This question will go for the IJ. The Waterloo checkpoint and the Jue checkpoint. There is a concern from the people when they say when they use that checkpoint during the night, then they collect money from them. And then also even if they ask for the ID, like even if they're not getting with the police and they collect them, the soldier they can collect money from them. So I want to know if the IG that not reached to now. Now.
Thank you. Number 3 there.
Good afternoon to you all. My name is Ibrahim Isaac Mansari. I'm a human rights activist. I work for CPOP. The question will go to the IG because now festive season, especially within inside the December, the brothers and sisters already in the diaspora, they can come for can celebrate with their loved one. So I want to know which one I don't put in place for the security, especially waiting happen November 26th.
So now the security will go down. Because they can, who they are, who know like, they will begin with their how will they? Alright, number 4, yeah.
Yes. Your name is Mohammed M. AYD Radio Reporter. Your question is going to the Minister of State. Unless you make mention, say, the price of building materials and therefore come down to the specific cement and plywood. So we want to know how soon that will happen, because some of us will be,
What's my name again?
Mohammed M. Toronka.
Mohammed, you know, say I'm not going to ask question when they just don't ask. That question is somebody just ask them. I read her out, the minister answer her. So now the chance that the other person forget for ask different question, now you don't think so.
Okay, so
I'm passing my now. Thank you. Number 5, this lady up here. No, not to you, sir. Number 5, please. We will follow the rules now.
Suma AYV, the question will go to the IG. The IG mentioned, say, they get 80 suspects and they don't get 68 statements then. One for the witness findings, apart from the fact that this attempted coup. One for the witness, actually, the information we don't get from the statements they are really don't get.
You don't get the answer there right now.
Sister, you sure? Yeah? It's right. We go pass the question, we go pass it. You want to know what you don't find out. IG, we got a few questions for you. The investigation of current personnel, the question of abuse of security personnel, particularly. Okay, now listen now, please. Boss. Okay? The question of alleged abuse by security personnel at checkpoints. They mentioned Waterloo and Jue. Somebody says security measures for JC loved ones. And then this question of the information so far from the statement they would have collected. All for you.
Yes, well, the action we will take against the policeman involved by this failed coup is send a clear message to serve members. When you look with strategic development plan, one of the strategic objectives are for remain political. But if you policeman, you won't take gun, you won't take map, you fire against the state, when they pay you, when they clad you, we will deal with things like that. All of those officers involved don't dismiss them all, and now they are going to face the law. And for let them recall that kind of conduct, they say there is no act when they tell the man's mind from the construction of the space. We all come up from different backgrounds. There are some people, like you carry them na FBI, they go train, they can never change. They still carry their own, mindset and mental maps. But the following record, let me go to take them concrete action. I'm sure we as the Sellu police, we are one organization in this country, we get a very strong discipline regulation 2001 where they passed the parliament. So that we enforce them to the letter. Everybody knows about that one. Let me go and take you now to the school as recruits, we they show you first the school standing orders, high for behavior to the school. As you come out, we show you the 47 rules. So if you fall short of anyone, you get an associated penalty with the implementer. Then of course the issue of the checkpoints, see that they extort, those reports keep coming. But for me, I'm not a defender. I take it as management information. But I don't put in place a countermeasure. Who the work on that one. Then of course for the peak season, when we manage to talk about, to get concerned also, yesterday, we lift the curfew. The curfew will lift and for reassure people, see there is security within the country, and also for allow economic activities where they thrive in a net for make them go up. That is the confidence building measure for testing there is security. The details are classified. I cannot discuss them here because I don't know
IG, I just realized there was a very specific question on the inclusion of Danke Kuruma in the list, the daughter apparently of the former president.
Well, for we are not looking at it from that perspective. As far as I'm concerned, she's the wanted person. So that's how I'm going for it.
Perfect. So anybody on the list are based on the evidence. Now I also don't need time, but because of the lights and the slowness, I'll go on one more bite. So final round, okay? And then we go. So put up your hand after this, give us any question now by text. So number 1, number 2, number 3, the man in the blue, I'm kind of half colorblind. Number 4, yeah, now it has to be a woman. Number 5, thank you. Yes, so there you go. Yes, that's here.
Mohammed Kamara, The Watch and secular newspapers. IG, everybody's talking about the alleged coup to the 6th of November 2023. But how about the alleged forced coup? As they still wait in places, or why does it take so long for them to be charged to court? Thank you.
Wait. Which coup you talk about?
On record, this is the second coup since President The first one, of course. My minister, with due respect to you, sir, my question is simple. Everybody seems to be talking about the second coup, which will be on the 6th of November. But how about the first coup, alleged coup, or yesterday,
only possibility for them is celebrity. Nobody else knows this celebrity. Past the guest celebrity. Now we resident journalist celebrity. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
After CC, Joseph. Mr. Minister, I remember the last press meet briefing. Somebody been asked about the external force, like the ECOMOC, save the local, and you tell me say that's not what happened. But today, now this press briefing, I didn't talk say ECOMOC and FOCA. Waiting, make them come. If they come, my confidence will not get about cyber security. No, we know.
Thank you very much. I like that question because I will answer very well. Go on.
Yes, Hassan Lushiko, consultant. IG, you say about huge amount of AK-47 weapons. Where then they take winner 47, we are able to discover only 9. And this, 29, sorry. The one where they are, because earlier you say the country safe and calm. Then now with this weapon out there, do you think This front will listen.
By journalists and all they do reports wrong information. So I go through the numbers again because it's important. So I don't go report the wrong thing. Number 4.
Thank you very much. Given the urgency and the cooperation of the suspended already in detention, I want to know if we are getting timeline for press charges.
Thank you. And the lady at the back. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon. National Secretary General Market Women Association. Adarabiatu. This is a word direct to the minister. We want to know. They talk say we trade as and then as streets. We accept, we agree, but we not get market. The markets will get right now. All of them push forward and they inside. The trade that they're not secure. If you go inside your court now, they not take the market where the trade that they all day and street. What thing are they do for that?
Now I really glad why I this final round because for importance follow your leader question. Thank you very much. What we will do, I should not done with this security thing. So I can't do and then we'll come end with the minister. The question now that why we need to talk about the first school and then whether we safe considering that we still get a number of weapons there out. On the weapons question, I promise we'll go through the number again. By the way, also IG talk about the weapon enemy. So, and I give the numbers. Okay? I say, we don't say they provide an update. Of the 47 weapons them we them being still, we don't recover 29, sir. 18 in the house. And we did, like the IG say, we are actively searching for the weapon and them. Also, for remind you, say the country not completely free right now, and we could still get curfew, and we could get heightened security and checks. And we also don't put in place additional measures. And IG talk about with cyber, and not only South Africa probably superior to it. So we get reasonable confidence about location and things that we security forces don't take. Now, I make the curfew extend now. If you read the press release, it says, as the security situation continues to improve, it's tied directly to the security for assure the people there. Because IG Mega left the balance to you.
Well, on the first question from Mr. Minister, the first question from the celebrity, this one, the first one, subversion. Subversion now really undermine the power and authority of an established system. The coup that the covert and political attempt action. That's the difference. So those who are there on the first occasion, they were there for subversion. These ones we are looking at now are coup. That's clear. Then of course on the safety of Sellu with 10 weapons out there, yes, it's safe. If you are not safe, not for 50, not for safe. We for 7 and back down to 6 o'clock in the evening. By now, all the ones who want to post it. Because we are sure of our capability, we are sure that we can protect our people. Not only for this festive season, but moving forward. And we see that they contribute to threat and we will provide the requisite security. Then of course on the timeline, the investigation is not only dissertation question, black hours, black hours. It takes time because things will come up time and again. So the timeline, we cannot set a clear timeline, but we are hoping towards ramping it up as soon as possible.
We IG as well na former teacher. So I will say very methodical. On the question of external force, I just want to make clear. The question was very direct last week, whether there were plans at the moment, at that day they will be the talk, for an intervention for Scanner Salon. And I say on that day, based on the conversation that we had, no plans had been made. Now, ECOWAS met with His Excellency the President, presents to them ago, and ECOWAS took multiple measures, and one of them, now for send which may refer to as a stabilization force. We are members of ECOWAS. Now members say in the past, people don't always ask me about ECOWAS, whether they contribute to, whether they abide by ECOWAS, and I always make one thing clear. We are an active, participating member of the community of West African states. We abide by what the community agree on. We meet the obligations, including troop contributions. And based on the situation of the country, the community don't meet and they don't say that they send a force here for boost to morale and for really make very clear that no space not in Sellu. For anybody, you let your dream safe. So you come here, you use whatever weapons or that 18 AK-47 we don't left in Iran. That space not there at all. And that ECOWAS, they take a zero tolerance approach. So the government of Sellu welcome the decisions of ECOWAS because my legitimate authority will be a part of and will continue to abide by. Clear? As soon as they can, we will announce as well. So the conclusion of the meeting was that immediately, so they expect the force for the earliest convenience. Now I can out to the minister for and find out what's in the group.
Yes, and I heard it's always interesting. I say we can trailer business, and we didn't refer to. But when the markets are involved, the people need to win. So we always on challenge the trailer and say the people can collect the market dues across the country. Whether they constitute a large percentage friendly the council, when I put the councils under pressure for rehabilitate and build the market. When I say, when I calculate how much we don't pay over the last how many years, and when I market situation never improve. And the challenge for challenge local councils across the country, they don't provide marketing for now. Notwithstanding, as a ministry, we don't make conscious effort for raise money, but we don't get enough for all the marketing in the country. But for attempt for rehabilitate some marketing in the country next year, we don't get small money somewhere. On the push forward the way the marketplace there, and they assure una say within the next 24 48 hours, because the thing is the IG there, so we don't say the action that day. But more importantly, in IG they cover Western area, Sylvester, I will call it immediately after this meeting. I will tell her say the boss immediately when they talk. But when they go clear them, Mr. They challenge you now, not to all to the put pan. Central government, to get local government. Una put the local council, then they collect for you every day. Every day. Toilet said the name will be on for now. Una go challenge them. Then we said we switch to go do ya. When the push for there and they'll show you the next 48 hours, they don't go in another place there again. Thank you.
On that note, I want to take this opportunity for Sellu and all plenty thank you for our camp, for our cooperation, and also apologize for the inconvenience who lost power. I want to apologize to people and I also know people see all of this live. I want to say we will do best to provide a summary through the channel that we can use normally. Please continue to follow the Ministry of Information and Civic Education pages on Facebook, on X, we channel now WhatsApp for accurate information. Now, for one of the journalists, now listen. If you see something from the ministry, you don't need to call me for check if not true. When you see anything on social media from the ministry, check with Facebook, check with WhatsApp channel, and check with X. Anything we post, we post that simultaneously. Then you go in on a personal page, you go in on a deputy minister and personal page. If you know that on all the platforms then you for able to make up your mind now say, I see this here, I don't go on your page. So you don't need for call we. We try to build a system. We could be fail-proof, we could be trustworthy, and we also timely. I tell Isaac Suhalis in plenty thank you for who you come and for the outstanding work you do. IG, the people of Salon tell you thank you for the security, for who never extend the curfew, and for how we don't conduct the investigation by all accounts with professionalism. Minister of Trade, I tell you thank you for a fantastic work you do for continuing to push the council before, and I tell the Deputy Minister and the staff of the ministry as well, thank you. All we partners them, Assalamu alaikum.
Listening to broadcasting And so we come to the end of the weekly government press conference. We can take place now at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Conference Center, Tawari Freetown. It's telling us plenty thanking, and so we go left from now. This is Unity Broadcasting. And thank you.